If tight and weak hamstrings are holding you back whilst you're running, this Pilates routine is for you. My name is Mimi, and today I'll be taking you through a quick but effective Pilates routine to keep your hamstrings feeling strong and pain-free whilst you're running. So to start off with, we're going to lie on our back. Your feet are hip width apart. And we're just going to wake up our hamstrings a little bit. So feet are nice and flat, hands by your side. We're just going to peel your hips up to the ceiling and then roll back down again. So just some nice movement through the back of the body, nice tuck of the pelvis as you roll up, and then curling the back down as you come back onto the mat. And just continuing like that, trying to find the roll up and roll down. So it's pretty common for runners to feel tight in the hamstrings. So today we're going to do some strengthening exercises and then have a nice little stretch. And you can do this before you run or after you run. Just a little 10-minute routine to get you going, and you'll feel the difference through your hammies. Let's go for 2 more here. Beautiful. On this next one, we're going to hold it up there for me. So see if you can keep your hips nice and square as we lift one foot off the mat and then pop it back down. Lift the other foot off the mat and pop it back down. So really driving through the heel as you lift the leg to try and keep your hips nice and square. And as you push through that heel, you're really working through the hammy. So we're waking it up. Nice work. We're just going to go for about another 4 here. Keeping those hips nice and high, nice and square. Last 2. And last one. And then we'll roll all the way back down. Now we're going to come into a single leg bridge. So bring your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to peel back up into that bridge. Right leg's going to come up to the ceiling. We're going to roll your butt down and then pick it back up. Roll it down and pick it back up. So if the single leg's too much for you, just continue with the double leg, and that's totally fine. You're still working through those hammies. But let's try and aim for a little bit of height here. So as you're peeling out, you're trying to get that a little bit higher. Beautiful. Nice big deep breaths as you move. Let's go for another 4. And 3. 2. On the next one, let's hold it up there. See if you can reach a little higher. And then that straight leg's going to come down to the mat, lift back up. Straight leg down, lifting back up. So we're holding yourself up through your glute, through that hamstring. Let's go for another 4. And 3. 2. And 1. And then pop that foot down onto the mat, roll your hips back down. Maybe give that leg a little shake out, and then we're going to go into the other leg. So let's peel up with both feet on the mat, and then left leg's going to reach up to the ceiling. You're going to roll your hips down, and then pick them back up. Rolling down, and up. Trying to drive through that right heel as you press up to really work through that hammy. Nice big deep breaths. We're going to go 4 more on this leg and then hold it up there in 3. Keep working for that height for 2. And then we're going to hold it up there. See if you can get a little higher. Left leg's coming down to the mat, lifting back up for 2. And 3. 4, we're going for 10. 5, keep lifting, try and keep those hips square. 6, 7, to the mat, rolling all the way down, maybe a little cuddling, knees to your chest, hamstrings are definitely awake now. Alright, from here we've got one more round in our bridges. So we're going to peel back up into your bridge. This time our right leg is going to shoot back up to the ceiling. But this time it's going to come out in front of us. And we're just going to hold ourselves here as your right knee comes into your chest and then drives forward. And right knee coming into your chest, driving forward. So we're holding ourselves up again through that left hammy, through that left glute. But you're also getting a little bit of hip flexor work here as you're pulling that right knee in and out, which is also a common sticky point for runners is our hips. But you can do another little video for that one. I've got one coming up. Let's go for another 4 here. Last 3. Keep lifting those hips, keep pushing through that heel for 2. And 1, stay high, we're going to swap feet. So right foot's coming down, left foot coming out, and then we're pulling that knee to your chest, keeping it long. Trying to keep pressing through that right heel, driving the knee in, driving it out. Awesome. Keep those hips nice and level for me. Let's go for another 4. And 3. 2. And 1. And then pop that foot back down onto the mat. We're going to roll all the way down. Give yourself a little hug, and then we're going to make our way up to standing for me. So you can rock and roll yourself up. Maybe try and standing up with crossed legs. Okay, so we're going to do a little roll down to start off with. So you're going to reach your arms up to the ceiling, and then just bring your chin to your chest, rolling all the way forward, coming into a little forward fold, and then rolling back up again. So we just worked our hamstrings in a tight position with our knees bent, working through the hips. Now we're going to work in a longer position. So we're going to start off with 2 legs, arms are coming wide. We're just going to keep a flat back as we hinge forward and then snap back up to standing. We're hinging forward, so you're like sticking your bum out, trying to get a flat back, pulling back up. And you might notice that you can feel the stretch through your hammies there as you pull back up. Awesome, so maybe this is enough for you. But if you're coming with me, let's bring our left foot behind us. We're going to try and do the same thing. So as you hinge forward, it's a bit bouncy, that left leg lifts, and then you snap that together. You can bring your arms down, feels a bit more normal, and then you're going to push back, fold forward, and then snap back up. Find something still to look at, not bouncy, as we come forward, and then snap back up. Control it down, and snap it back up. This is also a good one for that ankle stability. Working through those ligaments in your ankle to keep you nice and stable on the mat. So really work through your foot. If you're into trail running, or any running really, but trail running especially, ankles can also get a little bit of a workout when you're on uneven surfaces. So trying to build that stability through them with exercises like this is awesome. We're going to go for another 3. Really snap it up, control it forward. Last 2. And last one. Nice. Pop that foot on the ground. Let's swap it over. So right leg's coming out. We're going to hinge forward. Try and keep that flat back and then snap it up. Hinging forward, snap it up. Working through the back of the leg. Maybe each time you can get that little bit flatter with that back, a little bit further forward. Perfect. We're going for another 5. And 4. Hope you're holding on to that balance. Use that foot. Last 3. 2. Ooh, I nearly lost it. Last one. And pop the foot down. Give it a little shake out. We're going to just do one more round of that. So try and work for a little bit more speed now. If you can, maybe you can get a little bit further forward. So you're really lengthening the hamstring and trying to snap it up. So a bit of power, because when we run, we definitely need that power through the back of your legs. So let's try again. We're holding forward. We're going to go for 10. And then snap it up. Fold forward, find that stretch, snap it up. That's 3. Hopefully you're looking at that nice still point. Keep your balance. 4. And 5. Nice big deep breaths. Try and breathe out as you snap up and as you come down. That's 6. 7. I hope my counting's right. 8. 9. And 10. Nice work. Swap it over. Finding that balance, hinging forward for 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Nice work. Alright, let's have a little stretch of those hammies now. Coming down onto your knees, we're going to bring our right foot in between your hands, and then just lunging forward, trying to lengthen through that left quad. And then you're going to straighten that right leg, flip your toes up towards the ceiling. Nice big deep breaths. This can feel pretty intense. So as you breathe out, every time you're just trying to get that little bit further over your leg there. And just easing into it. Maybe your hands can come flat, maybe you can fold over that a little bit more. We're just going to hold it here. Nice big deep breaths. Let's go one more big deep breath here. Maybe you can get that a little bit further forward. And then let's just pull forward again, find that little lunge. And then we'll swap the legs over. So that right foot's coming underneath you, left foot in between your hands. And then we're just lunging forward to start off with. Find that length through your right hip flexors, through the quad. And then we're pulling that left leg straight, toes are flipping up to the ceiling. Nice big deep breaths. Every time you breathe out, trying to fold forward that little bit more. Awesome, big deep breaths. Trying to relax into it as much as you can. Maybe pull those toes back towards your face a little bit more. Gets a little bit more intense as you pull them back. Let's go 2 more big deep breaths. And then just lunging forward again. And bring that knee back underneath you. Let's just tuck the toes under and come up into a pike. And you can just pedal out the heels. Might feel nice through your calf muscles, through the back of your legs there. And then just walking your feet all the way up to your hands. Have a little dangle, maybe a little rock from side to side. This is always a nice hammy stretch. and then you can slowly roll it up. Roll your shoulders back and you can shake it out, and hopefully your hamstrings are feeling nice and stretched and strong. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more sports specific Pilates videos.